Yo, what's up, y'all? Chantel Red, the grown-ass teenager in the building. This video I'm about to show y'all, it's a couple of years old. However, the game didn't change. Only the players. And sometimes some of the players are still playing. COs is still working on Thanksgiving. And some COs are working doubles on Thanksgiving. And some COs are getting assaulted on Thanksgiving while you're at home enjoying your family and your meal. Let's watch the video.
We begin with that Thanksgiving Day attack at Rikers Island. Exclusive surveillance video obtained by Eyewitness News shows a male correction captain simply walking when a male inmate pounces, punching him in the face and knocking him to the floor. And the assault did not end there. Eyewitness News reporter A.J. Ross has the details.
This attack on a corrections captain here at Rikers is really disturbing to watch, and it begs a lot of questions. Now, this incident does remain under investigation, but the captain's union says there needs to be harsher punishments for incidents like this. It was just before 2 p.m. Thanksgiving Day when Captain Awar Gary began making the rounds inside the Otis Bantam Correctional Center at Rikers. Surveillance cameras show Gary being followed by 2 other captains. Then seconds later, he's suddenly surrounded and ambushed.
It's a horrible video to view, but the more horrible thing is that this is not isolated.
The inmate seen slamming Gary to the ground and repeatedly punching him has since been identified as 33-year-old Jason Reed, a known gang member. Gary is separated from his colleagues and left to fend for himself, and eventually takes the upper hand until 2 other inmates jumped him.
Now, you see how the inmates stuck together? When the captain started getting the best of the inmate, they all jumped him. Where was his colleagues? Where was those 2 captains that he walked in with? Where was the officer? I don't care what nobody says. That's cowardice. Them 2 need to go see the Wiz and get their asses some heart and some courage. Because you don't leave your fellow co-worker down there getting jumped. I have never ever in my 20-year career left a CO when they needed me.
This captain was not helped. As a matter of fact, staff retreated from the area. Now, you could look at that 2 ways. You could look at that as just barely being a coward, or you could look at it as staff is so concerned for their own safety that that's the only thing that's paramount in their minds.
Yes, it's scary sometimes. Sometimes certain things is scary as shit, but you gotta fight through that shit. You gotta just put yourself in that person's position. Would you want somebody to leave you out there getting jumped? Now, this is also a direct effect of them putting all the gangs together. They put the Bloods in one housing area, the Crips in one housing area. That empowers them. They feel strong now. You understand what I'm saying? If the housing area holds 60 inmates and 35 of them is Bloods or Crips, who do you think feel like they are so strong and can't be touched in that housing area?
We spoke off camera with Captain Gary before his follow-up doctor's appointment Saturday. He showed us some of his injuries, including a 7-inch cut from his ear to his cheek, along with several bruises and lacerations.
I don't see a day where the reports come in where there isn't an assault on a captain each and every day, usually more than one.
And that's a fact. This is every day. I used to see the teletypes. Teletypes is basically like whatever happens in the jail, it gets printed up, to make a long story short. I used to see all the teletypes every single day, more than once a day. There is assault on staff.
The president of the Correction Captains Association says these types of assaults on officers occur all too frequently, and he wants punishments like punitive segregation to be utilized more to deter these types of incidents.
The men and women that are working Rikers Island are working the most dangerous job in the city of New York. The danger is so prevalent that it's scary.
He ain't lying when he said that correction officers work the most dangerous job in the city of New York. Because it is. That's not a lie, bro. Imagine working, being the only one on the floor with 50 to 60 criminals. Now you got somebody in that bubble that's supposed to be watching your back. But how about they a runner, like them two captains? How about something happens to you and they run on your ass? And now you in there to fend for yourself. So yeah, I mean, sometimes certain shit gonna have your heart like boom, boom, boom. But can you live with yourself? Can you live with yourself if you run on an officer that's out there getting jumped? I know I could not. I couldn't live with myself. That's cowardice. Just fire me. Matter of fact, I'ma quit. Matter of fact, I'ma quit because I'm embarrassed. The academy can teach you a lot of things, but it can't teach you heart. You got to go see the Wiz for that.
The Department of Corrections released a statement this afternoon saying, quote, "We will never tolerate the actions of those who harm our staff, and we are working with the Bronx District Attorney to arrest and prosecute any inmate involved in this incident."
And this bullshit about we will never tolerate any violence against our officers and all that shit, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because they don't have no more punitive segregation. And then you can't even retaliate on these niggas and beat them up. After they done beat you up, now you get together with your gang in blue, and you can't even retaliate on them. Because they, instead of locking him up, they'll lock you up. They don't be rearresting them. And then when they do rearrest them, they run their case concurrent with the other case. So they don't get no additional time. Concurrent means together. Consecutive means back to back. So if you got 5 years, now you've done assaulted me. So after he goes to trial and all that shit, he still only got 5 years, the same 5 years that he had. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better. And that's why I'm here. I'm bringing awareness to this bullshit because it's bullshit. I'm going to give a shout out to all my correction officers that is working on Thanksgiving, that's doing a double on Thanksgiving, that had plans and got stuck on Thanksgiving, that's risking getting in trouble because they banging in. Banging in means calling in sick, for those who don't know. So banging in on Thanksgiving, walking out on those doubles, okay, because you had plans, you got family coming over, and the captain talking about you stuck. And you said, no, the fuck I ain't. I'm out of here. On Thanksgiving. Shout out to y'all on that thankless ass job. Because not for nothing, they in there going through it. I promise you that they're in there going through it. And they in there with niggas that's locked up going through it. Send a CO a plate. Let's start there. If you have a CO in your life that you love, send a CO a plate. I've been there before. Nobody cares that we're at work on Thanksgiving. Like, I never got a plate sent to my job. If you on Rikers Island, it may be a little bit tough. They're not going to let you over that bridge unless you have credentials, a shield and ID to get over that bridge. So you have to call your peoples. You already know they got to get on the route bus, go to the Perry building. Then from the Perry building, they got to take the regular New York City transit across the bridge to meet you in the parking lot to get that plate. If they're in the borough facility, just pull up, call a jail, call a cell phone, whatever. Yo, come get this plate. Come outside. I got you right now. So, yeah, I'm not going to hold y'all up on none of that. I know everybody is with their family, enjoying their family and their meals. Happy Thanksgiving, man. From me and mine to you and yours.